When asked about his lack of friends, one Stoic man compared friendship to a diamond. Friendships are rare, precious, and often surrounded by imitations. After a few errors in judgment, one begins to believe that all friendships are mere illusions, fakes. Based on this sentiment, another person observed that true friends are treasures to be cherished. However, only when we find a friend in life can we truly appreciate them. But what does it mean to be often alone, navigating a world that seems overflowing with connections? Does the lack of friends indicate something deeper, something inherent to who one is today? We delve into this delicate topic, exploring the nuanced world of friendships, or the lack thereof. We analyze the complexities of modern social dynamics and how they influence our relationships. Remember, not having a sea of friends is not a reflection of your worth. Sometimes it's about finding that true gem. Stay with us as we dive into understanding why some struggle to find these connections, explore the root causes, and most importantly, uncover the truth. Just as a sculptor chisels stone to reveal a masterpiece, you too can shape your social worlds and create meaningful relationships that stand the test of time. So stay focused and let's take this journey together through the lens of Stoicism with an open mind and heart, willing to learn, grow and connect. 1. Shyness or introversion. We are built to be social creatures, but for many, the labyrinth of social interactions seems like a puzzle. Shyness or introversion is often seen as an obstacle on this journey, but let's flip the script. Imagine these traits not as obstacles, but as unique points of view from which to see the world. At the heart of Stoic wisdom is the art of turning perceived weaknesses into strengths. The first step is to embrace your nature. Remember Marcus Aurelius, who whispered through time, "Accept the things to which you are bound by fate." Your introversion is not a flaw, it is a silent power. This self-acceptance is your armor in the bustling world of social interaction, making you unwavering in your calm confidence. Now let's talk about the present moment. You're in a meeting and you feel the familiar pull of shyness. This is where Stoicism shines, telling you to focus on what you can control. Your control lies in your actions, your words, your kindness, not in the thoughts or actions of others. This shift in focus from fear of being judged to the authenticity of your words lightens the load, making conversations less of a battlefield and more of a playground for genuine connections. Also, understand that friendship is not a trophy to be won, but a garden to be tended. When searching for contacts, let go of the need for immediate results. Like Seneca, who viewed life as a journey, consider each interaction as a step on your path, not a test of your worth. By focusing on being yourself, you make room for relationships that resonate with your true self. Remember, in the Stoic view, every person you meet is an opportunity to learn, grow, and reflect, not just another friend to add to your list. Through the lens of Stoicism, shyness and introversion go from shadows to sources of strength. It is not about overcoming these traits, but about understanding them and using them to navigate the complex world of human relationships. 2. Trust issues. When navigating the labyrinth of friendships often loom over us. It's like walking a tightrope, balancing your own values with the unpredictable predictability of others. Trust is not handed out like free samples in a store, you win piece by piece. Start by understanding yourself, what moves you, what scares you. Being clear about who you are is like having a compass in the desert of relationships. It's about knowing when to open the door to someone and when to keep it closed. Remember how a tree stands firm, know your roots, just as you should know your values. This self-knowledge is your anchor in the changing tides of human connection. Recognize that people change. It's not about building walls around your heart, but about recognizing that the only constant is change. Maintain emotional balance. When trust is broken, it is not the end of the world, but an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. It's not about becoming cold and distant, but about being realistic and understanding that perfection is not something that can be achieved in a vacuum. Be realistic, understand that perfection is a myth, especially in human behavior. Be like water, adapting, flowing, but always true to your nature. Open and honest communication is your best tool. When doubts assail you, talk about them. It's like turning on a light in a dark room, suddenly things become clear. Don't shy away from these conversations, they are the bridges that can lead to deeper and more meaningful connections. A conversation can turn a misunderstanding into a moment of clarity, but remember it's a two-way street. Listen as much as you talk. This balance between speaking and listening creates a rhythm, a dance of words and understanding that strengthens the bonds of friendship. Ultimately, it's about building a circle of friends in which trust is the foundation, not an afterthought. 3. Lack of social opportunities. Navigating the labyrinth of modern life, you may stumble upon a silent truth. A lack of friends doesn't always have to do with not knowing people, it often has to do with not engaging with the world around us. Our phones buzz with alerts, but our hearts long for real connections. Imagine that volunteering in your community is not just about helping others, it is a gateway to meeting souls who care about the same things as you. Whether it's planting trees or organizing books at a local library, each shared task is a thread that weaves you into the social fabric. These actions reflect a moral virtue, contribute to the greater good, and in doing so, you find companions on the same journey. But let's not forget the power of shared knowledge and passions. Imagine walking into a room where everyone speaks the language of their profession or hobby. Workshops and seminars related to your interests are not just about adding lines to your resume, they are fertile ground for making friends. In these spaces, conversations flow effortlessly as you are surrounded by those who understand the nuances of your work or passion. It's like finding your tribe, where professional growth and personal connections go hand in hand. Also remember to enjoy the outdoors as a social canvas. Activities such as hiking, cycling or group yoga are not just for physical health, they are catalysts for connection in the embrace of nature. Conversations bloom like wildflowers. These activities remove the formalities of typical social settings, allowing genuine connections to grow. And while you're out there, practice gratitude for the world around you and for those who share these moments with you. It's not about having many friends, but about appreciating the connections that color your life. This approach, based on simplicity and honesty, turns the search for friendship into an enriching journey. 4. Lack of social skills. Friendships don't come from nowhere, they require effort and the right focus, something we often overlook in our busy lives. Lack of social skills can be a major obstacle to forming meaningful friendships. Remember how Mark Antony subtly urged us to love those that destiny places in our lives. It is a push to take advantage of social opportunities, no matter how small they may be. Start with manageable steps, strike up a conversation at a coffee shop, join a club or community of interest. These small interactions are the foundations of trust. Like a plant that needs water and sun, social skills need care and patience to flourish. A key element in developing social skills is listening with intention and empathy. In a world where everyone wants to be heard, being the one who listens sets you apart. Ask questions not only to answer, but to understand. Immerse yourself in other people's stories with genuine curiosity. It's not about impressing others with your wit or your stories, it's about creating a space where others feel valued and heard. Additionally, he accepts the ups and downs of social interactions with stoic calm. Not every conversation leads to a lifelong friendship, and that's okay. Every interaction, whether it turns into a friendship or fades, is a step forward in your social journey. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but a natural part of human interaction. With each experience, you will not only develop your social skills, but you will learn to navigate the complex web of human relationships with grace and resilience. Remember that your worth is not measured by the number of friends you have, but by the quality of the relationships you cultivate. 5. Changing circumstances, such as the lack of friends in our lives, can be an echo of the story of the boy and the apple tree, reflecting how our priorities change as we age. When we are children, our friendships, like moments of playing with the tree, are pure and without commitments. But as we grow, like the child, our attention shifts to what we perceive as essential: money, status, a home. In this search, we may inadvertently neglect the friendships that once sheltered us, like the apple tree that gave us shade. This change in priorities is not uncommon. It is part of growth, of evolution. But often, in the search for what we think we need, we overlook what we have. The boy only returned to the tree when he needed something, not realizing the constant, uncomplaining friendship it offered him. Likewise, in our race for success and stability, we may overlook friends who are our silent support. The result is a void, perhaps full of achievements but lacking in true and sincere connections. Rebuilding or cultivating friendships requires conscious effort, like tending a garden. These are not big gestures, but small, consistent acts of kindness, and it starts by reaching out, starting conversations, and being there not only in happy moments, but also in times of need. Remember that friendships, like trees, grow deep roots over time, not overnight. The story of the boy and the tree teaches us that friendship is a two-way street that needs care and attention on both sides. Don't be the child who only remembers the tree in times of need, be the one who cultivates these relationships regularly. 6. The changing priorities or growth in our ever-changing lives as we juggle careers, education, and personal growth. Stoicism, a philosophy as relevant today as it was in ancient times, teaches us to accept the dynamic nature of life. Imagine your life as a river, constantly flowing and changing course as you navigate the rapids of career advancement or the calm waters of family life. A practical guide for these times of transition, when your days are filled with meetings, deadlines, or family responsibilities. It's tempting to try to maintain a wide circle of friends, but Stoicism advises quality over quantity. It's better to have a few deep, meaningful connections than many superficial ones. It's not about getting rid of people, but about concentrating energy where it matters most. In this way, you not only take advantage of your time, but also that of others, fostering authentic and satisfying relationships. Stoically adapting to life's changing priorities does not mean resigning yourself to a life with fewer friends. It's about understanding and accepting the natural flow of relationships. Some friends may drift away, while others will stay or even enter your life precisely because of your new priorities. Embrace this journey with wisdom and courage. Remember that each person you meet, whether they stay for a season or a lifetime, adds unique value to the tapestry of your life. Stay present in your interactions and let Stoicism guide you to build friendships that are not only meaningful, but that resonate with the person you are becoming. 7. Mental well-being. Our mental well-being, often overlooked in the busyness of life, is a silent cornerstone in the architecture of friendships. Stoicism, a philosophy not just of ancient marble but of modern resistance, sheds light on this. It is not about maintaining composure, but about understanding our mental landscape when our inner world is clouded by anxiety or shadowed by depression. It's like trying to navigate a social maze in the dark. The Stoics teach us to light a torch, not to completely dispel the darkness, but to see a path through it. Just as George Carlin pointed out that beneath the surface of a cynical perspective lurks a disappointed idealist, it's not about wearing rose-colored glasses, but about recognizing that our mental battles can inadvertently build walls, not bridges, between ourselves and others. Potential friends. Let's get practical. Stoicism is not about quoting Mark Antony while we drink a café con leche, but about taking action. Mindfulness, and no, it's not a fancy word for daydreaming, it's about being present in a world where our attention is the most precious commodity. Being fully present in a conversation is like giving a rare gift. It shows that you care, and that is the currency of friendship. Meditation is not just for monks, but for anyone who juggles the demands of life. The benefits of 10 minutes a day go beyond your brain, indicates to others that you value clarity and peace of mind as a result. Calm as a goal may seem like a luxury in our 24/7 world, but it is the foundation of stable friendships. Calm is not about escaping to the beach, it is about finding peace in the midst of chaos. It consists of having an anchor so that when the storms of life arrive, and they will arrive, they do not drag you down. Friends are not just for sunny days, they are shelters in the storms. By seeking inner calm, you become someone others want to turn to. Stoicism teaches us that this inner calm is achieved through self-reflection and perseverance. It's about recognizing our emotions, understanding them and not letting them dictate our actions. This does not mean lacking emotions, but controlling how we react to them. When you master this, you become a beacon of stability in an often unpredictable world. People are attracted to those who radiate calm and understanding. By cultivating your inner peace, you inadvertently create a welcoming space for friendships to flourish. Remember that by pursuing mental wellness, you are not only feeding your mind, you are sowing the seeds for deeper, more meaningful relationships. 8. Lifestyle choices. The fast pace of life often leads to a lonely road in which friendships take a back seat. You chase deadlines, to-do lists, but at the end of the day, the chair in front of you at the table is still empty. It's not just about being busy, but about setting priorities. Stoicism pushes us to analyze our choices. Are you filling your hours with what really matters? Reflecting on this can be a game changer. It's about finding the courage to say no to time thieves who don't serve your deepest need for connection. Think of this approach as shaping your day like a sculptor creating a masterpiece. Each choice is a stroke of the chisel, leaving time for both responsibilities and relationships. It's not about stretching the day to fit more things, but about shaping it wisely. It's about deepening, not just expanding, your social world. Remember the Stoic art of balance. It's not just about dividing your time equally, but aligning it with what makes life truly satisfying. Think of your life as a mosaic in which each mosaic represents an aspect of your existence: work, hobbies, rest and friendships. Everyone has their place. Your task is to place these tiles in a harmonious pattern. It's a balancing act that requires constant adjustment and reflection. But when you get it, the picture of your life is not only beautiful, but deeply satisfying. 9th, diverse interests. Diversity of interests can be like different musical notes, each unique but part of a larger melody. When interests collide, it's not just a blurred note, but a potential symphony of untouched connections. Suppose you like rock music, but your colleague loves classical music. There is a gap, sure, but it is also a bridge waiting to be crossed. Stoicism pushes us to accept these differences, not as obstacles, but as stepping stones to broader horizons. Whisper, find harmony in discord. If we focus solely on our interests, we risk creating a bubble that limits our view of the world and our circle of friends. By opening our arms to the diversity of passions that surround us, we not only learn new hobbies, but we open the doors to new relationships and perspectives. As the saying goes, variety is the spice of life. Stoicism encourages this curiosity, reminding us that every person we meet has a universe of experiences, ideas, and passions. Let's say you're an avid gamer and your neighbor gardens. Instead of nodding and walking away, ask him about his favorite plant. Show interest in your world. It's not about pretending to like gardening, but about appreciating their passion and, in turn, allowing them to see and appreciate yours. This mutual curiosity is a powerful glue that unites people with different interests. It's about understanding that, underneath these hobbies and passions, we share common threads of enthusiasm, dedication, and joy. Stoicism serves as our compass, guiding us to seek common ground in shared values and human emotions, rather than mere common interests. Imagine a world where friendships are not just based on liking the same things, but on understanding and appreciating each other's differences. It's a world where a sports enthusiast and a bookworm can find common ground in their perseverance and love of learning. In this dance of friendship, Stoicism teaches us to lead with an open heart and mind, creating connections that are not only about what we do, but about who we are and what we have. Remember that the richness of our friendships is not measured by how similar we are, but by how we accept our differences and grow from them. Stoicism is not about hiding feelings, but about understanding and managing them. Open yourself to seeking the friendships that resonate with your heart. If you found our discussion valuable, please leave a thumbs up to help us reach more people seeking ancient wisdom. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive more. We thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and reflection, and we hope that you continue to cultivate your inner garden with patience, perseverance, and presence. If you have found value in these tips and want to delve even deeper into Stoic philosophy and its relevance in today's world, I have a special recommendation for you. Click on the following video that we have selected especially for you. You'll find more tips, strategies, and reflections to help you apply Stoic principles in your everyday life. See you there, dear Stoic.